the kitchen. This is Body Culinary, aka Kwasapeacefull eating. And we just finished this evening's class. So, which week is it? We're into 30 days of whole living foods and fitness as a lifestyle. So, this is a master class, and we've been sprouting and making crackers. Our crackers tonight came out are delicious. So good. We're sprouting. So, it's our next batch of avocado here. Our next batch of wheat berries. So they're just starting to bud. They're just starting to sprout. So we have the option of making a bread or cracker or wheatgrass. So I, of course, want to make the wheatgrass. So I have a big tray outside. And this one, I'm going to do like a little small area of wheatgrass. So what y'all folks doing? What are y'all doing? Are you getting into action around the things that you say are important to you? We've been drying tomatoes. Just pull some greens out of the yard. And then the dish that we made to go with our crackers this evening is a holy basil sea salad. So holy basil, we just picked the greens out of the yard, out of our little Afro flower garden. And we just picked tulsi, which is holy basil. And holy basil is a wonderful herb for depression, right? It's really, really good for the mood. And it grows, it proliferates all around the garden, and it gives me good seeds. Hint, hint, are you folks paying attention to what is giving you seeds? Now, I'll tell you something. I find that the ancestral foods give me good seeds. Isn't that funny? How does that work? Everybody is struggling to find lots of seeds on the shelves. I'm just saying, some things are not available. I haven't seen certain lentils on the shelves in months. I'm just saying, I don't know if folks are paying attention. I'm just saying, have you set up your Afro flower garden? That's what I'm saying. So in any event, do you have a lot of what you need, or do you and your homies, your homegirls, or your circle of influences, everybody have something in their garden that is good for depression, that is good for fever, that is good for cramps, that is good for the immune system? These are the ways. I like to call them the ways of the great-great-great-grandmothers, because I know my great-grandma Mackie and my great-grandma Jean on both sides, and my grandma Lou, all of them were in their 90s. If you live to about 100 years old, then I'm sure they lived through a time where they couldn't shop everywhere with everyone, and they didn't have all of that variety. So what did they do? Well, I'm sure they were growing stuff in their yard. You don't have to think like, let me think like Grandma Lou. What was their thought process? You think they were wasting food? Don't you think they were very creative? So I like to think that I'm just channeling my great-great-grandmothers. I actually have my great-grandmother's copy was gifted to me and passed down to me of Back to Eden. And back then I was like, why are they giving me this book? And they was like, you're an old soul, you're an old spirit. Okay, I'll take it. It's an old hardcover copy of my great-grandmother, my paternal grandmother, who was a missionary. And she used to have jars, or these big jars. Actually, how funny is it? I think I wound up mimicking a lot of their stuff. My great-grandma had jars like this and bigger. She had jars with all kinds of herbal concoctions on the bookshelf that my grandpa had built. So I'm just saying, reactivating the ways of the mothers and the grandmothers. So we've got Vitamix, we've got Breville, we've got Champion. But if you just give me a knife and a cutting board and a grater, we can go to town. And actually, this evening, for our tulsi, our holy basil sea salad, we just used the grater, right? And so we've got sea vegetables in here. We've got avocado. We actually didn't put any salt. Can you imagine? How many of y'all saw the episode of Bernie Mac when his girlfriend invited all these people over? He didn't want all these folks at his house. And he said, I know how to break this party up. I know how to break this right up. And he put out unsalted chips. So one of the black folks tasted unsalted chips and like, unsalted chips. Everybody, let's get out of here. So if you want to get some folks out of your spot, put out the unsalted chips. Though, for real though. All right, I'm coming out. So I gotta run. There's so much stuff happening around here. But it has a lot of salty taste in it from the sea vegetables. It's such 5 a.m. workout is on. Food classes is on. Subscribe to Body Culinary on YouTube, on Instagram. I'll see you in the morning at 5 a.m. because more house guests are coming. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Have a deep, restful sleep and see you soon. Let go.